Hi everyone, welcome to Ride or Die. Today we're going to be talking about the Patagonia Atom Sling, which is an 8-liter bag. I've got it right down here. I wanted to talk through it with you today. We're going to do a few different fit tests. We're going to try to fit what I think would be common items that I might put into a bag like this. And I'll show you how they fit into there. We're going to talk a little bit about the overall construction of the bag and how it's put together and whether or not I think it's a good either EDC bag or travel bag. So let's just go ahead and get into it. So this is, I believe, maybe the third iteration of this bag. It's been redesigned a few times. I haven't really changed too much about it. I guess there are people that are really enamored with this design and they really want to stick with it. But aesthetically, it has had a few different changes, and you can take a look at those as they've kind of gone over the years. If we take a look, really what this features is a kind of padded shoulder strap. The padded shoulder strap will only go over your right shoulder. It is not ambidextrous. This cannot be switched in any way. It does clip open that shoulder strap, so you can actually, attach this if you want to. You don't have to throw it over your shoulder. In the shoulder strap, there is a kind of goodies bag, somewhere that you could maybe put a phone, spare change, something like that. We have a padded back panel. We have a carrying handle up here at the top. We have a pocket of indeterminate use, which we'll discuss here in a few minutes. And then we also have this kind of back pocket. And the back pocket is bifurcated. It actually has a divider in the middle for an unknown reason. And that is the primary storage area there in the kind of back area that rests against your back. And then in the front, or I should say, I guess the back of the backpack, the out-facing part of the backpack, there are these straps. And these straps can be tightened or hidden away. And yeah, that's what this bag offers. Given the types of pockets and the things that are here, I think it's best at this point if I just kind of give you an idea of how this thing functions or is supposed to function. So we're going to take a few common items and try to slot them into this bag and see how it does. So we're going to start off with an 11-inch iPad Pro. Okay, and that does not seem to fit, at least in the back panel that rests directly against the back portion of the case. Okay, it does fit a little further up, so it fits not in the furthest back panel, but a little further out in the, I guess, main largest pocket. We've got a Kindle inside of a case. Obviously that fits in pretty easily, and it fits into the other panel area as well. And if I take it and I try to put it into this indeterminate pocket, yes, sort of. I mean, it's in there. If I didn't have the case on here, it would probably fit a little bit better. We're going to move on to a Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch does not have a case on it at this point. It looks like it does fit into the main pocket. It looks like it does fit into the back panel pocket, but it's unprotected, and I probably would not travel with it this way. It does not look like it's gonna fit. No, maybe it will fit. Okay, I guess it will fit into this outer pocket. But with that in mind, let's go ahead and see what would happen if we tried to put my slim case, which is what my Nintendo Switch is in most of the time, inside this sling bag. So it does fit pretty easily into the main compartment there. It does fit pretty easily into the back panel, though it's bulging out. It's like a little weird. I think that would maybe be kind of a strange fit for it. And no, it doesn't look like the case will go into this outer pouch. Okay, so that will put us to the last two items that I've got, which is a Steam Deck and its case. I can just tell this isn't really gonna fit, so no. Nope, that's a big no. Definitely not gonna fit in that outer pocket. And if I take the Steam Deck itself and try to put it inside, so no, it's not gonna fit into the outer pocket. Let's see. Oop. It is gonna fit in there, in the main compartment. It's getting kind of caught up on everything, so it's not a good fit. It's a possible fit. And no, it does not look like it will go into the back panel. So of all of these pockets, the only thing that we can really do is store it in the main compartment. And that is really it. All right, and then one final test. Something that I would imagine a lot of people would take with them when they're out for the day, particularly people that buy Patagonia products, which is a water bottle. And this is the pretty standard 32-ounce Nalgene. No, it does not look like that's gonna fit in that outer pocket. It will fit in the main compartment, so that's happening. We can see that there. And let's see if it fits in the back panel. Yeah, I mean, it looks very weird. That would probably not feel good against your back. So basically, this will primarily take up the entire main compartment. You do have room for some other stuff in there, but if this bottle was like sweating from cold water, you couldn't really put anything in there that, you know, could get wet. I wouldn't want to have my Nintendo Switch back there. And this kind of leads me to a conundrum with this bag. So I didn't just blindly purchase this bag. I watched a bunch of reviews. I read the reviews on the Patagonia website. I really did a decent amount of research. And people said that they were head over heels about this bag, that they had many bags and they ended up taking it with them every day out of all the bags that they ended up with. This was the most popular one, the one that they wanted to have with them every single day. I don't understand why that is. Once I actually got the bag and started using it, I started to realize that it's a bag with no specific purpose. It doesn't necessarily seem to want to solve normal people problems. What I mean by that is this main compartment only zippers to about this point. And I guess a lot of people like that they can kind of switch this around and open into the bag and then flip it back over their shoulder. That's nice. However, I think the Osprey Day Pack offers something very similar. So, you know, that's not an unheard of thing in bags. I don't really understand what these pockets are for. And this is a really common issue with bags and just, you know, suitcases and storage in general. What is this for? Like, if I look at this and it doesn't make sense to me, why does it exist? So one of the things that I did is I went back and I looked at a lot of the reviews that initially made me want to purchase this bag. And when I actually dove into them, time and time again, what I would see is people telling me that, oh, this thing is amazing. I love it. It works so well. And I just have to add one more bag into the mix to carry all the things that I need. Or, I just, you know, if my jacket gets wet, I put it in these straps on the outside. This is a water repellent material, by the way. One of the other reasons that I ended up going with this Patagonia bag is that they use a lot of, sustainable components. They use a lot of recycled materials. So this was a kind of more eco-conscious choice than some other bags might be. But as I dove into the reviews, I kept seeing people talking really about what are compromises. That's not what a bag is for. A bag is for you to store stuff inside of it. That's what these compartments are supposed to be for. You really have to kind of compromise on exactly what this bag will do. And a lot of that has to do with the kind of oddly shaped pockets that there are. Like, why is this zipper so short? Why can't I open this more so that I can get access to more of the inside pocket area? Everything has to kind of be squeezed through this small door. The same with this main compartment. Why couldn't the zipper come up a little bit further to allow you to kind of quickly and easily slot things in and out of it? And so I kind of feel like this is a bag without a purpose. I'm sure people that have purchased it have, figured out ways to live with it. And because it's a bag that they use every day, they're happy with it. But once I bought a better Sling, which I'll probably review at a later point, I came to realize pretty quickly that this was not a good fit for me. I gave this Sling to my wife. She ended up using it most of the time that we were hiking in our Dinosaur Valley State Park video. And she actually had a few complaints about it. She said, first of all, the fact that you can't switch the strap is a major problem because she started to get neck and back pain, in the middle of the trip, and she had difficulty with it. She ended up kind of just switching it anyway, just to get some of the strain off of her shoulder. So I think the fact that the shoulder can't be changed is in this day and age, in 2023, it's just weird, especially for a bag that costs $65. That's the MSRP on this guy. It's $65. So again, we kind of see this time and time again where there are bags that seem to have either an idealized purpose or no real purpose in mind. Like they're made for a person that doesn't actually exist. I don't seem to understand what these pockets would necessarily be good for. I've put a lot of the things that I thought would, be the idealized use for this. We've taken it hiking. Patagonia stuff is, very much angled towards outdoors and, outdoor wear. But, in the use of this thing, we just found that it was kind of nonsensical. If I put anything else in here, then I have to clip my water bottle to the outside. And that's the purpose of the bag. The bag is supposed to hold my stuff. I shouldn't be putting stuff on the outside of it unless I absolutely have to. And while this is an 8-liter bag, it is not, the smallest bag that you've ever used. So by comparison, this is a TomTok 9-liter Sling. And you can see the footprint on these is a little bit different, right? Maybe the TomTok's a little bit wider, but height-wise, they're actually surprisingly close. And this is by far a better Sling, and I'll talk more about that for general purposes. But if you have a great use for this that I'm unaware of, or if you've kind of cracked the code and this bag makes a lot of sense to you, I'm more than happy to hear about it. Hopefully we'll be reviewing some slings that I like a little bit more here in the future. But for now, I'm going to say that this is a thumbs down. If I had to give this a scale out of 10, I guess I would say a 6. It is a bag. It does hold things. It is nice that it was made from these, fair trade certified materials and recyclable materials. But at the end of the day, it doesn't make any sense, and I don't understand its function. But if you know, feel free to leave some comments down below. Please like and subscribe this video if you enjoyed this content. That helps me to know that you'd like to see more things like this in the future. Thank you for sticking with me, and I hope you have a great day.